enthusiasm for football here on the East Coast always in the air. These folks are ready as their guys get set to match up with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25.
Throwing on first down. Boyd.
And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. Chase Young has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. And they'll run it. This is James Robinson.
And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on third down.
And now we're getting a timeout called by the Washington defense.
They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Off play action. Boyd.
Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
A 46-yard punt, 8 yards on the return.
And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10.
Throwing to start the drive. Elam. He leaves this one for Howard. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll be 2nd and about a yard to go for the first.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
That would complete to Stephon Sullivan.
And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Dancing to his left. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. And the Bucs are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. Now a give right side. Robinson. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Off the play fake. Boyd rolling to his right. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a first down.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. From the gun, Boyd.
And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin.
And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other. A gain of 6.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
And he'll get it down here to the 43.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
They go play action here on first down. Robinson's got it. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And this one is incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big third down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have him looking at 3rd and 10. To throw again. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. Now a play fake here on first down. This is caught. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. O.J. Howard, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bucs have taken a first quarter lead. Extra point hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And it's now a 7-0 game. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
And he takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
On 1st and 10, Elam. To the right side, and he's got more complete. That catch good for only a couple.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
This is Howard on 2nd down. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. Operating from the gun, Elam. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Sullivan. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. 3rd and 4, he did just enough. And I mean just enough to move the chains.
And that's all you're looking for, right? Just want to keep the drive moving. You don't need the big play there. Just get to that marker that you described, and he was able to do just that.
The first carry for the Memphis man, Antonio Gibson.
And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown.
Antonio Gibson, his 9th touchdown of the season. And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
After one, a 1-point game, 7-6. Second and 6, just inside the 30. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Off play action. Boyd. He He finds his man, complete. It's Strickland. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, second down. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Boyd. That's out wide here for Robinson. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. They run. Robinson. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. Off the play fake. Boyd. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. Back to throw. Boyd. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So pass interference, the call is so tough as a defender, I'd imagine, to time that up perfectly.
It certainly is difficult to get it exactly right because sometimes you're looking at getting there fractions of seconds too early. That one looked a little more obvious. Always a tough penalty to officiate. Just ask the basketball refs when they have to officiate block and charge.
It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
So still 14 yards to go, 2nd down.
They'll run here with Robinson. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Well executed there on 2nd down, so do you go back to the air on 3rd?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in a long-distance situation. You might come back again because I doubt they believe you'll do it a 2nd time.
The Bucs on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Off play action. Boyd. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
In the red zone, precision is the watchword. If the throw's a little too early, too late, maybe off a little bit, going to be a good chance that any attempt is going to be a contested one, and that one falls incomplete.
Succop's kick is good.
So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really looked clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big play.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked by It's one Winfield Jr., and the Buccaneers will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. The Buccaneers in good field position here to start out 1st and 10 at the 45. Throwing to start the drive. Boyd. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. Vita Vea able to record his 5th sack of the season. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to end up with a nickname after something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Elam. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback in his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him. And he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike.
That one tipped, and it's incomplete. Well, good hands there defensively at 2nd down. On 2nd down now, it's Gibson. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get him into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Check mic 45. Check mic 45. I don't think you got it, sir. 45's the mic. Hey. Dragon 60.
On 3rd down, Elam. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson. He scored on the ground and through the air. And Washington has taken the lead. Hopkins with the extra point, and that gives him a 3-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last time, one play interceptions, so this offense, they should be fresh. Pressure comes, and down he goes. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. An extra man in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down. Off the play fake. Boyd. Howard has the first down and then some. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking to throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
On 1st down, Boyd. Complete to Jones. Yeah, he's got to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
They'll run on first down. Robinson, and he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. A quick pass here to Godwin. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Off play action. Boyd. This is caught by Evans. It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. And that extra yardage makes this upcoming field goal attempt much more manageable.
Agreed, because when you talk to defensive coordinators, they always tell us the 35-yard line on our side of the field, that's the line we guard the most aggressively, because once they get there, they believe they're in field goal range.
They'll go with the keeper. And he is going to get stopped at the line of scrimmage. The defense holds here on the final play of the half. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, and no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points of the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit. 2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
On 1st down, they run with Howard. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big play that time through the air. 33 yards. On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
A 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
That's caught by Howard. Touchdown! A great effort there. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And Washington is able to stretch their lead. Extra point good by Hopkins. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, Boyd letting one go deep for the end zone. And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively. And it'll bring up 2nd down. In the 3rd quarter here in D.C., a 2nd and 10 upcoming. Operating from the gun, Boyd. And a dump off here to Robinson. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Godwin's got it. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Chris Godwin with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bucs are able to make this a close game again. Extra point up and good by Suckup. And the lead is down to a field goal. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10.
Throwing to start the drive. Elam. This to McLaurin out on the left side. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
Flush to his right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Sullivan. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. They'll look to throw again.
He'll check that down to Gibson out of the backfield.
And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always, always making sure no one's holding.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down. A give to Howard. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
To throw on second down. Elam. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 13-yard line. On the handoff, this is Howard. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. They go with Howard again. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. On 3rd down, this is Howard. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And Hopkins' kick is good. And that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6.
Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, what, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Escaping, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Montez Sweat has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Off the play fake. Boyd.
And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
The Bucs on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and a mile. Looking to throw. Boyd looking downfield for Godwin. And he's got it. What a catch. On the sideline.
Plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're going to get one. Winds up a very good call there defensively to challenge that one, as that now will wind up an incomplete pass.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive.
That's complete to his running back, Evans.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays that have been successful throughout the game that have worked in the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Back to throw. Boyd. And he finds Howard complete. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
On 2nd down, it's Robinson. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
49 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
Throwing on 1st down. Boyd eluding the pressure right. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Boyd. He finds Robinson. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A big play there on the catch and run.
Boy, this is a well-orchestrated drive they've put together. You think back to how far they were backed up to start things out, but they've gone on a march since then. And now after that completion there.
And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Ronald Jones, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bucs are now an extra point away from leading this game. A very important extra point there, up and good. And they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. On 3rd and 2, Elam. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes.
Joe Tryon.
He's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down.
47's the mic. Stop your whining. 19 white. Check smash. Check 47. Woo-hoo. Hey, check Mike 47. Check Mike.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over.
Washington goes for it, but it does not pan out.
And the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. first down. It's Robinson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They face a second down, but they are in field goal range. Here's Robinson again on second down. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's third down. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking. Now, that's a big pickup right there, and so often we focus on how the quarterback's faking out play action. How about everyone being in on the deal and picking it up?
Second and third levels, you could see them trying to recover. They bit. Worked out offensively.
Check 52.
They'll run on first down. Robinson. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
As the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game.
Here's Robinson again on second down.
Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. As they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2.
They'll try the left side. Robinson. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. Extra point try now for Succop. And with that, the lead is up to 8. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll start things out at the 25. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation? And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. They'll look to throw. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
Probably time for 2 more shots, and ideally, they'd like to get to midfield or so they have a chance at a Hail Mary on the final play.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And incomplete on the deep ball. So after all of this, it comes down to one final play.
And just think of what it's going to be, because from this distance, you got to be prepared for everything. Hook and laterals, tip balls, you name it. A lot of laterals after a catch. Just got to be prepared, stay on your feet defensively, and tackle someone.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Bucs have just about wrapped up the victory. Victory formation now for the Buccaneers. Down to a knee they go. So time has run out on what will be a Tampa